What's good, everybody, man? Welcome back to a brand new episode of Carter Sports Coverage. I'm your boy, SB Cash.
I'm your boy, Ryan.
Back at it for another week, man. Y'all know how we do, man. On this week's episode, man, let's see. Training camp is starting in the NFL. Not too much going on in the NBA, couple things. But on this episode, I want to talk about Julio Jones a little bit. I want to talk about DK Metcalf. And I want to talk about Kyler Murray on my NFL spot. Then when we move to the NBA, we'll get into Boston and what they're trying to do supposedly. And also the top rookies looking at coming into next year. So before we get into anything though, you know what we got to say, man. Shout out to Feed Me Sandwich Kings. Come get you a sandwich. Shout out to DJ Marv. Keep going hard. All right, man. Let's do it. All right, first thing, man. Julio Jones.
A buck.
Has went to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. As everybody knows, would you call him a Hall of Fame receiver? Probably.
Of course.
Hall of Fame receiver is leaving the Titans. I believe they just released him. Is that how it went? Yes, they just released him. So he ends up going to the Tampa Bay Bucks with Tom Brady, bro. Talk to me, Ryan, bro. Does it mean anything? Is it big to you?
Nah, just a body.
Oh, so it's nothing to you, or it might mean like a small thing, or it's like big thing, small thing, or nothing? Not an issue at all.
Nothing. Just the body. Julio ain't been doing shit in years. You feel me? He stayed hurt. He stayed nicked. Even when he was in his prime, he always stayed nicked. You feel me? He just a big ass. His hamstring is no good. He big as hell. He that explosive. He always stayed nicked. He might catch a pass here and there. But you feel me? I don't think he coming in making a big impact.
Right. So how do you, what do you think has
He didn't
been
do that for the Titans either.
Man, and that's the
I forgot he probably
I thought that
I thought that was gonna be huge, right?
I thought he would elevate him,
especially where they came from last year. You feel me? They come in, they paired him with AJ Brown, they run the game. You feel me? Just never pop.
Man, I don't know. What do you think has been his demise as far? It's injuries, not really a demise. It's like everybody respects him, but it's like it's not the same no more. We can all look at that and see.
They say one of the best abilities is availability, and he hardly ever.
I feel like the last time we seen him at top form was the year they went to Super Bowl.
Yeah.
18? No, 17.
All of them. That's the last time we've seen any of them Falcons players in top form.
Remember that, Ryan?
Ever since then, that rocked them. And I said it was.
It did, man.
Like that, it
did. It seemed like it shook. It shook everybody out. If you look at it, they got.
But if he do got anything left in the tank, Tom better get it up out of it.
I think it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be big, but I think it is gonna be helpful to the Bucks down the stretch. Like because Mike Evans and Chris Godwin are the top receivers,
and they be Nick too.
Right.
So he might have extra body.
Up. Yeah. But I think it's man. Tom gonna put him the money. It's just I don't think he's gonna take the top off no more on people. I think it could be move the sticks though. He got hands. Julio always had for short hands. I just think it's gonna be at he's older. He ain't gonna be too many deep balls or none of that. I don't know. It's not that huge, but it's small to me. I feel like it helps the Bucks slightly. It's a good signing. That's how I feel. So shout out to Julio Jones. Let's see what he do with Tampa Bay. Tom gearing up to try to get another one, man. That's I know the whole even the Rams fan like me, we just won the Super Bowl. And I'm like, man, here he come again. But moving to the next topic. So DK Metcalf, you just got some news on DK.
Yep, just got his deal.
He got his deal. Because
deal.
He was holding out. He wasn't at camp. He was showing up to camp, just not suiting up. You know what I'm saying? Not participating. Yeah. Looking for that new deal. So what's the new deal looking like?
3 years, $72 million, 58 guaranteed.
Ooh, like that. He deserved that.
Right.
DK.
He definitely deserved it. How long he been in the league? He been on his rookie contract.
Yeah, it's probably going to be.
He definitely outplayed that. So it was fine. He was up next.
Definitely. I'm glad to see him.
They gave him a bag to sit over there and rock, just to go through. You feel me? Be comfortable, be happy with going through the rebuilding stage, because they ain't about to be doing nothing. They definitely gonna come in last in y'all's division.
Well, yeah, most likely, because they're Drew Lock and Geno Smith having that camp battle.
Yeah, that's one of the worst, funniest battles in the league.
Hey man, look, ain't nothing wrong with that though. The camp battles is good when the quarterbacks have everybody be set in stone for real. Like they know who the QB1 is. But when the quarterbacks have a good camp battles, I feel like
with two bums though, that's not good.
Of course,
like one of these bums about to win.
Like the one in
we
Carolina.
still ain't gonna do shit. Yeah.
they not bums.
They
both
are.
top picks.
They ranked the
I don't like
worst quarterbacks in the
Darnold. I don't
league.
really like Darnold, but you think Baker and Darnold both bums?
1-2 in interceptions since they both came into the league. 1 and 2 on the same team competing. It's gonna be a great battle.
Hey, I want to talk. Listen, I'm gonna talk about that too. But so shout out to DK on his contract. But this is just a side note. Like with the Carolina Panthers situation, this is what I was saying. Like, okay, if you're like the front office, the Panthers front office, it's like I feel like they have to start Baker that week 1 because they play the Browns, right? And that's must-see TV, right?
They ain't gonna do. Oh well, I don't know. Rules,
but it's gonna take discipline as a coaching staff to really look at the situation and be like, I don't feel Baker's ready for that week 1. I'm starting Sam. Wouldn't that be crazy?
And Sam already got the head start.
Yeah, with the playbook, he knows. That's what I'm saying. Wouldn't that be crazy? Sam Darnold start week 1. Everybody would talk crazy about Baker if that happened. I guarantee you. That's gonna be nuts. That was just something to think about. But
that'd be crazy if he don't beat Baker. If he don't beat Darnold out. And he was a Heisman winner. He was the number 1 pick, and they know he's going in there. And the coach already said it's open. You feel me? It's up for grabs.
They said that yesterday at camp, Sam outdid Baker.
That's only one day.
No, you know, and they don't have pads on.
He ain't gonna be right.
They don't have pads on it. They just throwing probably 7 on 7 or something. But that was just a side situation. I wanted to know y'all's opinion on. Next, we're going to move to the next topic, man. Kyler Murray, Arizona Cardinals, quarterback of the future, gets his bag, gets his contract. $230 million contract. I believe I had seen like 130 is guaranteed, something like that. How you feel about that, man? I like to see it. I feel like he's showed that he's a dual threat quarterback. He put up good numbers over these 2-3 years.
I like Kyler. I think he deserved the money too. But that clause is just funny.
Let's talk about that clause. Okay, so in his contract is a clause that, what is it? Once or multiple times a week. I don't even know what it said. But he has to.
He gotta go home and study when he leave the facility on his free time for 4 hours a day.
That's what it's saying. 4 hours a day. That's him, y'all. Like, I just want to say, have we ever heard about a clause like this? Like, and I'm sure it's probably
you know what? He in that phase playing that game and shit. Right. So you feel me? He probably get off work, get back to the crib, try and game it, hit up Bronny, see what's good, see if they're trying to run the duty, get on the duty, because that's what he do. He don't be hitting the playbook. That's funny. They said that he was getting a tablet. That's what they were saying. I heard he was getting a tablet. You know the tablet. You know the interactive tablet. Yeah. The tablet they be on. He was getting a tablet. He supposed to be studying, getting back, taking it to the crib, plugging it up, letting it run.
Kyler. Where you hear this? I didn't hear this shit.
They was just plugging it up. He was plugging it up. Yep, plugging it up, letting it run.
Man, I think that's cap though. Like, bro, listen, because
that's what I'm saying. How they gonna know? Like, what they gonna do? Put something at the end? Like, oh no, then ask him like, so what'd you think about this? You feel me? Like, how would they actually know if he? How would they actually know if he going home and he's studying?
Right.
Unless they ask him something or quiz him or something. That's childish though. You shouldn't have a quarterback like that.
It's childish to put in. Listen, this is what I'll say. It's childish to announce that was the clause. Like, that was the news. Like, he getting his contract, but the clause is he got to do.
They didn't announce it,
but everybody like
they knew they wanted it to. They like you feel me? They knew it was
that information. Because I'm pretty sure that's not the first time something like that's been in somebody's contract.
It is.
It can't be.
It is.
They be having stuff like that all the time.
But it ain't not a studying like, especially for your franchise quarterback. That's what they do.
That's why it's puzzling to me. Like, I would feel like every quarterback that's a starter NFL does some film work, right? But the way this coming out, like,
he already said, you see, he came out with that quote and said,
right? He said,
I ain't about to kill him. I ain't about to be killing myself up all night studying. You feel me? Watching film. He feel like he sees shit faster than
and he do.
Like, that's why I said he might actually, you feel me, see shit move faster out there, and I believe, you feel me, I agree with that. But it's what I'm saying. Just because you don't watching film don't mean them other teams that's going against you, they ain't watching film on you. You feel me?
Right.
Like, they gathering up information and shit, knowing how to stop you. So you just gonna be out here hoping you see shit fast. Right. Like, that's gonna catch up to you.
True.
Like it has.
True. Yeah, I would agree. If that's his mindset, that would probably definitely would have been catching him up in the past. He's definitely talented. I'm glad he got his money. The clause just threw me off. Only because it was so bigly. I mean, it was just everybody like, I feel like I never heard a player get that. Like, dang, you don't be in the playbook. But it was like we would all think Kyler be in the playbook the way he's played through college and through the NFL, right?
He be starting off hot, but then he always fall off. That might be a case of that. You feel me? Right. He always start off hot in the beginning of every year. Then you feel me? They always slow down. Something happy, getting it.
True stuff. We're gonna see what he do this year. They are missing Hopkins for the first 6 weeks, so that's key. Let's move into the NBA, man. Talk about some crazy stuff I heard. I don't know if it's true, but I think there was reports.
It's true.
Boston was trying to acquire KD.
With a Jaylen Brown package.
With a Jaylen Brown package, man. When I first heard this, bro, I was appalled, bro.
That's a good package, don't you think?
Yeah. It's two sides to that, right? But I'm firmly on one side.
It's only one side. The winning side. If you Boston. You know, if you get KD
so let's
and
start with this. Were they wrong for offering that trade package for KD? Were they wrong?
Who, the Celtics?
Yeah, front office. No, you're one of the people that, because there's a lot of people that feel like, nah, you feel me? That's the trade you made.
That's what it's gonna be. Everybody know that. Everybody knows that's what you're gonna do. You get a chance to get one of the top dogs out there. Of course, you're gonna offer a package up.
I don't like it, bro. Like, I mean, it is. You're right. Y'all right. Like, that's the.
If you got a chance,
the
to get
basketball decision, that's right. Right.
If you got a chance to get KD, you're gonna make a package.
I just feel like they are wrong as hell, bro. Bro, Tatum and Brown should be off any limits, bro. It's disrespect, bro. That's not disrespect. You're Jaylen Brown right now, you hear that.
It don't matter. I'm saying, if you're taking it personal.
But even
anybody.
Even you knowing it's KD, how you just played in the finals, how you played all season for them, what y'all did.
Came up short,
but you got there. And I feel like, you might say Jaylen Brown was the best player for him.
Probably one of the most.
That ain't disrespectful, man.
Hey, if you could take it up a notch, you feel me? If you could
really want to do.
I'm just saying, if you could take it up a notch and you got a chance, I ain't saying. I'll just understand it. That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
it's KD.
I understand.
Y'all just got there. Like, y'all
KD's
it feel
better
like
than Jaylen Brown, right?
So this is how I feel. If you run that same finals back 3 more times, if you run that same finals back 3 more times, Warriors, Celtics, the Warriors gonna win them. All of them. You feel me? Like, I just feel like they had the finals.
They had KD though. It was.
But if you get KD right with Tatum,
because the thing
but then they were saying they would have to be Smart gone,
right? And
Jaylen Brown gone, 3 picks, and probably Robert Williams, the rim protector, or Grant.
Grant probably gonna be a casualty. I mean, I like Grant, bro. He plays a lot of good. They don't want to get rid of Smart because he just won the best player of the year. They don't want to get rid of Williams because he's.
They don't want to, but when KD, you going to.
But I think that's why the package fell apart. It's really, I don't think it's gonna happen because I don't know. They wanted like Smart or Williams with the deal with Brown, and the Celtics was like, nah.
They going crazy with all these extra picks and the players. That's why they holding on.
They ain't shit, man. That's what fuck. Boston is wild, man. Like
that's what they do though.
This is what they do.
Thomas.
That's why it's like we can't be surprised with this. They don't want. They're cursed. They probably never win a ring again, bro. Like
if they get KD, they're gonna be uncursed real quick.
You one of them. No, y'all right though. Like, bro, y'all right. I don't agree with it, bro. I feel like that was disrespectful. I feel like they should never.
It's like, damn, we drafted him. We loyal. We just gonna lose. This is what we got. We just gonna keep losing. We can't get over that hump, but we loyal.
Yeah, and then this team, it's, you know what I'm saying? That's a big hump for teams too. I feel like that. Like we can be loyal, or we can, and I feel like that's where how the Rams my Rams end up winning, because I hated that for a long time when we got Sean McVay. We've never been loyal, bro. Like we've never been loyal, but you know, changes be having to be made to get to where you want to get, I guess sometimes. And that's
that is.
And I used to hate like, dang, we ain't loyal, but now winning the championship is like, this is what we had to do to get. So. Shout out to Boston trying, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I still think KD's staying in Brooklyn. You still think for sure he's gonna be going, but I don't listen. I think he could, but it's got to be trade deadline. I don't think before the season start, because nobody's really jumping at the
one of the teams that we don't think
Suns can't get it.
Because that's how it's been.
Well, yeah.
And plus, they don't really want to. Why would you really want to look out for Kevin Durant if you're the Nets?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that too. Teams don't want to just get somebody in a conference.
Right, I'm about to send you. You sent us. We did everything for you. Whatever good package I get, I don't care where it's at. That's where you headed. You know what I mean?
We'll see, man. Season starts in about 2 months, man. So, last topic, man. I want to talk about the top rookies coming into this season, bro. So, we got top 5 rookies that on the radar for everybody is Paolo. I can't say that name. Banchero from the Magic, #1 pick. Then you got Chet Holmgren from the Thunder, Jaden Ivey from the Pistons, Jabari Smith Jr. from the Rockets, and Keegan Murray from the Kings. All right, bro. Who, in your opinion, has the best chance to win Rookie of the Year? Out of these, because you got to look at the teams, you got to look at what role you think they'll play for the team, and
out of the best, out of the teams,
them is the top 5 from everybody. Think it could be somebody that we ain't even thinking of, but these is.
I'd say probably the Rockets will have the best record out of them. So Jabari.
Think Jabari can do it.
But the player that I like Ben Carroll's game. But Chet, I like Chet's game too.
Yeah, Chet. So like out of all these, I like Chet's game the most.
I'm gonna say Chet, matter of fact.
Right.
I'm gonna say Chet just because he can do it. He can
He's
do
a
it on
defensive
offense.
presence.
But that's what I was gonna say. He can do it on offense, but on defense I feel like he will be, you feel me? That's where he's gonna make his name at. So he's gonna have a chance right there. Then they still got what's his name?
They got a lot of pieces.
Right.
Julius.
Yup, Shy.
The white
curly hair.
What's his name?
I know you're talking about though. I can't think of it.
But yeah, now Thunder looking on the verge, bro. Like definitely. I like Chet. That was my first choice looking at him to be the Rookie of the Year.
But I don't even know Keegan.
Listen, that's the thing. Keegan's crazy. That's
and
the thing.
Jaden. I think I've seen one game of Jaden, and I ain't seen no Keegan. I ain't even hit
the thing is, I feel like you got it's the team aspect. Like who's gonna actually come in and be looked at to actually could have that impact. And I think it's Keegan, bro. On that
but
Kings
the Kings
team,
going out. You gotta look at the worst. All these Kings probably had a worse roster. They probably had a worse record.
which makes me think he's gonna get the most opportunities though. Cause look,
I'm not gonna give it to nobody with the worst record.
Paola with the Magic. Is that his name? Paola.
Yeah.
Hey, with the Magic, he gonna get his opportunities, but I don't think he's gonna outshine Bamba. And they got a squad for real of young killers. Like they've been just drafting over these last 2 years. So it's like then with Chet, I feel he's gonna be dominant, but it's like I don't think he's gonna be the best person on the team. Like Shea gonna take over, and then the other dude.
He could be the best defender on the team.
They don't got Darius Blazley no more, do they? The other guard.
Oh, then I forgot they got Dort. Oh yeah, Thunder gonna be out here.
Yeah,
Thunder gonna have the best record out of
Then
it.
it's like Jaden Ivey, he's a nice prospect, but they already got Cade. Cade gonna be looking to have that year this year. Like this is all. It's like I feel like the position Keegan gonna have the best position to do it because he's gonna be out there really probably playing a lot of minutes for the Kings. But they probably is gonna have the worst record. I agree with you.
I'm going with Chet.
All right, he going with Chet for Rookie of the Year. I'm going with Keegan, man. That's a good pick. Some good picks. Wrapping up this week's episode, man. Like we always tell y'all, if y'all have any product y'all want to advertise on the show, man, hit us with a DM. We can put it on here, put it on the table, let everybody know about it, man. This is Carter Sports Coverage. Any last things you want to get in, Ryan, for us?
Of course. You know what I mean? One thing that I've been salty about that's been eating me up for about a week and a half now, these motherfucking Madden ratings. They disrespected us with Micah. They disrespected us with Diggs. 2 all-pro rookies, both in the 80s. They crazy, they lying. That they need to go ahead and update that as soon as the season starts. And I got what you feel about Jimmy Bucket's new hair.
Why would you do that, bro? That's funny as hell. Jimmy is wild.
You got the hair flowing, the Jimmy Bundles, what they out here calling him now.
Jimmy Bundles.
Jimmy Bundles.
Jimmy, take that shit out.
Man, get that out. You in Miami. I know you burning up that.
Bro, I love your game. Take that shit out your head, bro.
That's all I got, man. I think that's hilarious. I see his hair. I was like, what the? He just got the bun in?
It's just funny because they just long now. Like, you're making silly. All right, man. That's the end of the show. We're going to catch y'all next week. Training camp's heating up. Pads about to go on, man. We're going to catch y'all next week. We're going to talk about some things. Yeah, Carter Sports Coverage.